about dilations. And what a dilation is it just stretches or shrinks a figure. So in the past we've had transformations where the figure stayed the same, it just turned. Now it's going to get either bigger or it's going to get smaller. Okay, so we have a scale factor, and our scale factor is how much it changes by, and we'll see that again here in a little bit. But if it is more than 1 scale factor, it's going to get bigger. If it's less than 1, our image is going to get smaller. And if it would be 1, it's going to stay exactly the same. Okay, so we'll see that right here. So first thing I'm going to do is write down my points, A, B, and C. A is at 1, 2. B is at 2, 6. And C is at 7, 4. And then my scale factor is 3. So what I'm going to do is multiply every single number by 3. So A prime would be 3, 6. B prime would be 2 times 3 is 6. 6 times 3 is 18. 21, 12. And then I can graph it. 3, 6. So this one's going to not quite fit. But I'm going to get as close as possible. 6/18 is like up here somewhere. And then 21, 12 is like here-ish. So on our homework or anything like that, these are all going to fit. But this one's going to be a little bit off because I'm not right on. But your shape should look exactly the same. It should just be bigger or smaller. Okay, not turned or anything. Still looks the same. It's just bigger. Okay, let's do one where our scale factor is a fraction. So it's less than 1 this time, so we know already from what we learned that it's going to get smaller. So first thing I need to do is write down my points. It's at 2, 14. N is at 8, 12. And O is at 4, 2. Okay, then again, I just multiply everything by the scale factor. So when I have a fraction, what I can end up doing is multiply by the top number and divide by the bottom. Might be an easy way to do it. So everything times 1 is just itself. So all I have to do is divide by 2. So 2 divided by 2 is 1. 14 divided by 2 is 7. 8 divided by 2 is 4. 12 divided by 2 is 6. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. Then I can graph. M is at 1, 7. M prime, 4, 6. M prime, and then 2, 1. So again, I have the same shape. It's just smaller. So with scale factors, we just take our original points, multiply by the scale factor. When we have a fraction, multiply times the top number, divide by the bottom. And that is how we do scale factor. Scale factor can also be written as K. Okay, so scale factor, if we see a K, that's just asking for scale factor. All right, let's look at one more thing. So if I have both points and I need to find the scale factor, I'm going to say new point over the old point equals our scale factor. So, and we can choose the x or the y as long as we have the same point. So I have t and a t prime. So t prime has to be the new. So if I do the x's, I have 15 and the old x is 20. If I simplify that, I'm going to get 3/4. I could do the same thing with the y's. New y is 9 over 12. That equals 3/4. So I got the same exact thing. I don't need to do both of them. As long as it's a dilation, I'll get the same thing for all of them. So on this next one, I can pick any point as long as I pick C and C prime. I can pick A and A prime, K and K prime, E and E prime, as long as they're the same ones. And then I can do the X or the Y. So I'm just going to do C, and I'm just going to pick the X's. So my new one is the prime mark, 5. Old one's 15. Simplify, and I get 1/3. So I could pick anything in here as long as I have both X's or both Y's from the same point. I'm going to get the same thing. So these are going to be the exact same thing, but now I have to tell if it's a reduction or an enlargement. So does it shrink or does it get bigger? So from A to B, B is obviously bigger, so it gets bigger. So I'm going to say this is an enlargement. And then I need to find a new and an old value. So I'm just going to pick the x's for these because these 2 points match. So the x value here on the new one is 5. My old one is 2. I can't simplify that, so that is my answer. So here, from A to B, gets bigger, so that is an enlargement. The new point is, I can pick any of these, so this one and this one, this one and this one, this one and this one, or this one and this one, as long as they match. I'm just going to go with these again, pick the x values. B is the new one, it's on 3. My old one is on 2. I can't simplify that, nothing goes into both of them. So it is 3/2. Last one, from A to B it gets smaller this time, so we have a reduction. So my new one is B. That goes on top. I'll pick these two since they're on just right here. And I'll do the y values this time. So last time I did the x values, I'll do the y values this time. So the y value of my new one, B, is 1. And the y value of this one right here, my old one, is 3. It goes up 3. So I have 1/3, and I cannot simplify that.